Jerusalem, at least 4 Palestinian gunmen were killed in shootouts with Israeli security forces during a sweeping West Bank arrest operation cracking down on the Islamic militant group Hamas on Sunday, the Israeli military said. Sunday's violence was the deadliest between Israeli troops and Palestinian militants in the occupied West Bank in recent weeks and came amid heightened tensions following this year's 11-day war between Israel and Hamas in the Gaza Strip. The Palestinian Health Ministry said a Palestinian was shot dead near the northern West Bank city of Jenin and 3 others were killed in Bidu, north of Jerusalem. Israeli Prime Minister Naftali Bennett said in a statement that Israeli security forces in the West Bank operated against Hamas operatives that were about to execute terror attacks in the very immediate future. He said that the soldiers in the field acted as expected of them and said his government gave them full support. The Israeli military said the troops involved in arrests in the West Bank came under attack as Palestinian gunmen fired on soldiers. It declined to provide further information. The official Palestinian news agency Wafa said 22-year-old Osama Soba was killed during clashes surrounding an arrest in the northern West Bank village of Birkin, near Jenin. There were no immediate details on the deaths in Bidu. The militant group Hamas, which rules the Gaza Strip, said in a statement that Sunday's killing was the result of the continuing coordination between the internationally recognized Palestinian Authority and the Israeli government. Hamas spokesman Abdel Tafal Kanu blamed the rival Palestinian Authority, which has limited autonomy over areas of the West Bank, saying recent meetings between Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas and Israeli officials encouraged the occupation again to pursue the resistance. Last month Israeli troops clashed with Palestinian gunmen during a late-night raid in Jenin, killing 4 Palestinians. Recent months have seen a rise in violence in the West Bank, with more than 24 Palestinians killed in sporadic clashes with Israeli troops and during protests. Israel captured the West Bank in the 1967 Mideast War and in the decades since has established dozens of settlements where nearly settlers reside. Adblock test Y.